Look at Manatech from the perspective of an athlete. Some of those who really participate in sports. Makes a huge difference not only in their health but as well as their performance. It is difficult to be healthy if you're not fit, but you can be fit without being healthy. And almost any edition of Sports Illustrated, you'll read about some ultra marathon runner who at age 27 drops dead of a heart attack. Because how fast you can run or how much you can bench press doesn't address how fast the arteries are getting clogged or how fast the bad guys are spreading through your body. So it is important to have proper nutrition so that your body not only is strong and fast but healthy. Now, when I was a teenager, the United States Olympic athletes would occasionally win a bronze or maybe a silver medal award, but if you recall back then, those who were winning the gold medals were the East Germans and the Russians. In 1999, we discovered why that was. Dr. Ben Tabachnik, formerly of Moscow, Russia, a sports physician, a doctor, an MD, visited Dr. Reg McDaniel at Manatech corporate headquarters. And he reported that in the late 1940s, the communist leaders brought all the major human physiology and medical researchers together at the National Science Academy of Moscow. The group was challenged to develop something to give the Soviet athletes, when they would appear on the world stage, a significant advantage, superior performance in all things as compared to other athletes representing other countries. Dr. Tabachnik said he led the Olympic team to Mexico City when they stunned the West by taking 58 gold medals. They developed a nutritional product called adaptogen, giving the body what it needs to adapt to the insults of the environment and the stress of exercise. The formulation of the Soviet secret product proved that it contained the same plant molecules that we developed in plus, ambatose, phytolol, and catalyst. Different plants, of course, because of their location, Siberia, that sort of stuff, and different amounts, but generally the same formulation. So, in the year 2000, the world's #1 sports aligns with Manatech. Olympic track and field athletes focus on the Sydney Olympics year 2000. Elite track and field athletes from the United States and Canada will now get a major boost in their quest for gold medals in the next Summer Olympic Games set for Sydney, Australia. Manatech Incorporated has been selected as the supplier of nutritional food supplements by the United States Track and Field Association. That's basically the umbrella organization for our 231 Olympic athletes. This first-of-a-kind contract with these two prestigious track and field governing bodies, because it included Team Canada as well, Athletics Canada, runs through the Olympic year 2000. And so this was very exciting for Manatech, and the products worked so well that Team Australia and Team Canada came on board, and Freddie Williams, the president of or the captain, I should say, of the U.S. Olympic track team, loves these products. You see, consider what happens when 100% of an athlete's body, all the cells in the body, are communicating 100%. With that kind of perfect communication, what's your performance going to be like? Well, Manatech started being written up, and and these new glycoconjugates, muscle and fitness magazines, karate magazines, etc., etc. This is a letter to Manatech from Team Savannah. They took all honors. The best, this is weightlifting, powerlifting. the best male team, the best female team, the best male athlete, the best female athlete. 17 athletes placed on the United States national squad. 5 athletes placed on the USA World Team. 15 American records and 27 school age 12 to 17 records were broken. What a haul. How can one team produce so many champions? Team Savannah has several secrets. We have a great training facility, a world-class coaching staff, a very active sports medicine program, and above all, we have Manatech. Your products give our athletes the ability to recover from their training programs, etc., 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 etc. So that's very exciting. In fact, Karate Magazine, Black Belt Magazine, February of '98 came out with Pure Magic, and it talked about what happens to your strength on these Manatech products, what happens to your endurance, what happens to your recovery ability, and we're talking like 4 times difference from a placebo. You take a regular athlete, to give him our stuff, his improvement is enhanced 4 times. So it's just an amazing, some of these different studies. Back in the early days, we had so many endorsements. Now you need to understand that Manatech has never paid for endorsements. I mean, you go with some of these other MLM companies, and they have their big conventions, and they have Olympic athletes come and talk about how good their products are. They're being paid lots of money for these kind of what I call fake endorsements. But you know, they don't get paid for any endorsements with Manatech. And it's interesting because the top athletes will advertise milk mustaches and Mars candy bars, but they don't want the competition to know what they're actually taking. So a lot of this stuff comes to light after the fact, when they retire, when they're no longer competing, because the difference between a gold medal and a silver medal could be hundredths of a second. And you've heard of Pat Summerall, perhaps, and he loves this stuff. He takes it personally, and the different products here. The first choice of the world's greatest athletes has a whole section. They even give it to the Huskies in the Iditarod, and they're winning the races. Here's some of the Huskies in that article. The Ironmen, Manatech's newest Ironman in Hawaii, and all the races and that kind of stuff up on top of Mount Everest in the Himalayas, and all over the world. Now, it's important. This is the president of the San Antonio Professional Tennis Association. But it's important for you to understand that Manatech, Team Manatech, aggressively supports the mission of the World Anti-Doping Agency, which is dedicated to preserving the integrity of sports competition and the health of all athletes. None of the ingredients in any Manatech product appears on the agency's lists of prohibited substances. This is all plant-derived. This is healthy. You can't get in trouble. You can't get stripped of your medals or anything like that. Now, back in their heyday, in their prime, Manatech, first choice of the world's greatest Olympic athletes. And you've heard of people like Butch Johnson, the former Dallas Cowboy Super Bowl star, and the Denver Bronco Super Bowl star. He, quote, "I doubled my workout routine, took the products, had no pain." You can, in fact, he is now overseeing TeamManatech.com. There's another website, TeamManatechElite.com. Rick Griffin, trainer for the Seattle Mariners. Bert Hill, strength conditioning coach for the Detroit Lions. Extreme athletes, the Iceman George Gervin, sports medicine Dr. Edmund Enos, NBA legends, Ernie Shaver, all-time heavyweight knockout champion, Randy White, NFL Hall of Famer, it just goes on. Mike Cohen, head coach, Team Savannah Weightlifting. Michael Marsh, the world's fastest runner. Tony Dorsett, Heisman Trophy winner, an NFL Hall of Famer with the Dallas Cowboys. Bob Lilly, NFL Hall of Famer. Tom Tellez, Olympic track coach. Listen to what Tom has to say. For 37 years, I've coached and trained some of the world's top Olympic athletes and have never endorsed any nutritional product because I've never seen any enhanced results at this level of competition. But Manatech products are different. They really work, and I encourage not only my athletes to use them, but everyone else I know. Today we have an incredible variety. We have professional rodeo riders. This is Neil Felton. Quote, "There is no comparison to Manatech products," unquote. He's the PRCA circuit finals qualifier in calf roping and the PRCA national finals qualifying steer wrestling and team roping. We got a trainer here, Mary Alcorn. Why do I believe in taking glyconutrients? Because they work. I've seen how glyconutrients can support the health and physical performance. If I had to limit myself to just one bit of advice for athletes, it would be take glyconutrients. Bodybuilding, Mark Sherwood. Mark, let's see, he bench presses over 400 pounds. He's on the SWAT team. I believe glycoconjugates are unsurpassed for helping support my health. Nothing else on the market surpasses the quality and effectiveness of glyconutrients. Baseball, big league, Harry Muir, M-U-I-R. I feel I owe my continued health to Manatech's glyconutritionals, and I will never be without them. Swimming, track, field. They set the world records in the backstroke and the butterfly. Manatech offers some truly amazing products. We got golfers like Josh Olson, who's a trick golfer. His 500-yard drives leaves spectators breathless. Josh has also recorded 6 holes in one, with 3 being on par 4 holes. And he does trick shots. He recovers faster. He loves this. Bill Chafin, he made 198 out of 208 free throw attempts in 10 minutes using only 1 ball and 1 rebounder. He's now in the Guinness Book of World Records. You've heard perhaps of Otis Birdsong, and there are a whole bunch of other athletes. This goes into the products in the Nancy Lieberman Klein. Oh, here's the America's sailing team. Jim Ward. There's just more and more material here. Bob Ward, PED, Manatech's former director of sports science, is now a triple world champion and a U.S. National Masters champion, thanks to the 3 gold medals he won at the Nike World Masters Games in Eugene, Oregon, plus a gold medal performance at the U.S. Track and Field National Masters Weight Pentathlon Championship in Glendora, California. At the Nike competition, the World Masters Games, more than 15,000 competitors from more than 100 countries showed up. We got, I mentioned Nancy Lieberman Klein, who was so instrumental in starting the women's NBA, and Tommy Volpinstest, who the world's fastest amputee athlete. We got it's absolutely amazing, and it's because these products have real science behind them. This is the special report effects of aloe polymannose and glyconutritionals. For athletes here, the significance of glyconutritionals in athletes. longitudinal studies in body composition, athletic performance, the Football League Players Association, the Dallas chapter. Love this stuff. Good health. Are you a spectator or are you in the game? And so whether you're a pro athlete, whether you're an amateur athlete, whether you're just trying to stay in shape and exercise once in a while, Smart Fitness for just regular grown-ups like the rest of us, this is a material you need to become familiar with. These are the products that'll make a huge difference. And there's also a fundraising program for churches, for schools, for Little League baseball teams, that Team Manatech will help your organization with. They send out pro athletes, these top athletes, to talk to your groups. So check teammanatech.com or teammanatechleap.com and try these products, because it's what the difference is amazing in terms of muscle stiffness and joint pain. For a single event like after gardening all day, or tag football, or skiing, or biking, or kind of what I call an event issue. Sport is magnificent. It handles lactic acid. For chronic pain, long term, tennis elbow or bad shoulder or bad back, that kind of stuff. Bounce back makes a huge difference. On topical, right where you can feel it, rub it right in where it aches and pains. Firm, the ointment, in a half an hour, you'll be amazed. In terms of endurance, just you never fatigue, you just go, go, go. If you're in a marathon or mountain biking all day, that kind of thing, mix impact with water. Just for energy and alertness, Amber Start, those are the products that the athletes really like. They give you a lot of energy, and it's not like a coffee spike. And of course, a flagship product, the Ambertose, which is responsible for cellular communication, so that everything functions the way you want it to. So get back to these products and you'll be amazed. And don't forget, we got an incredible guarantee.